Peter Thiel, the white nationalist that created it, or is one of the co-founders of Project 2025. And I want to remind you guys that Project 2025 is 34 years in the making. That shit didn't just happen over a year or two. It started with the memo in 1971. Sorry, ADHD, just really drifted another place. But Peter Thiel, this co-founder of Project 2025, has bounced, y'all. He left the United States. He left the United States because, according to inside sources related to the situation, and I'm assuming this quote's from him, he's concerned about America's future. Okay. Y'all want to know who else ran to Argentina? The Nazis. There were Nazis who realized that their reign of power and terror was over, and that they will be facing execution, really, for what they did to millions and millions of Jewish people. And so they ran to Argentina. And Argentina accepted them with open arms. They accepted them and their money. And the money they ran to Argentina with was money that they stole from the German government, the German people, and Jewish people as well. So it's called the rat line. Peter Thiel knows this because he is obsessed and worships Nazism. So he moved his family and his children. He's enrolled his children into Argentina. Now, remind you guys, Argentina is a brown country. It is not a European country. He has no problem going to a country with brown people. He just didn't want brown people in the world that he tried to create here. My only thing is, people are saying that he ran because he's concerned about the future of the United States. People are speculating that this is because he's worried about facing accountability. I don't think that's what it is. I don't think that's what it is at all. Peter Thiel knows that this country is about to erupt. And he knows that there's going to be but so many people willing to protect people like him and Trump. And when the masses rise, when shit pops off, he knows that he will not make it out of this situation with his life currently how it is. And this coincides with what I've been trying to tell you guys. There is something serious about to happen. The very first thing is the economy will collapse. And it's because there are only a very few amount of people that's keeping our stock market afloat. And for some reason, a lot of people are measuring our economic progress and health on the stock market and how well it's performing. It's performing well because there's a whole bunch of insider trading going on. There's no more risk. They are banking and assuredly making money. So whenever they do invest, they make money. There are no net negatives. There are no losses except for those on the bottom part of the stock market that isn't inside the elite circle and that's involved with insider trading. Peter Thiel also sees the masses rising, especially when Donald Trump and Stephen Miller and all of those psychopaths in our government implement whatever they have planned for the election this year, because they are not going to allow the election to occur, or they're not going to allow the Democrats power when they win it. It's not happening. They're not going to allow it. There are two nuclear options when it comes to the elections this fall. One, implement the Insurrection Act and prevent the elections from occurring in enough states to where it won't count. Like Texas could be one of those states that will indefinitely postpone the general election, something like that. He doesn't need all 50 states to postpone. He just needs enough to postpone. The second nuclear option is allow the elections to occur however way. Whether or not he's going to intimidate voters with ICE in the military is really irrelevant. Allow the elections to occur, and when the Democrats win, claim fraud. Claim that any Democrat that won was a fraud race, and that it needs to be delayed in allowing that Democrat getting power, especially if that Democrat is overtaking a Republican, which will happen. Those are the two nuclear options that's going to occur this fall. And when one of two of those options occur, that's when all hell breaks loose. That's when it's all going to be. Because in the midst of all this, our dollar has collapsed. Our economy is the shit. People have lost their jobs. And we're talking about in the tens of millions. So they're going to have enough time to be very, very angry at the government. And it's going to be enough people to where those that still have a job can't help but notice it. And that's when the masses will rise. Peter Thiel sees this. Palantir is a surveillance structure. Palantir is listening to everything that is being said about it, this government, Trump, all of it. And Palantir absolutely has an AI model that can kick out predictions, that can kick out the prediction of the current timeline is on. There's no way he doesn't have access to something like that. And he sees what's coming. This isn't necessarily about him running from accountability. This is him finding safe haven while the country burns down. So when it's done and he's still safe, he could possibly come back and reign over the ashes.